Stop moral equivocating and stop trying to justify.
What happened on October 6th?
On October 6th, nothing happened.
Oh, really?
You know what happened? It was the day before one of the most holy days on the Jewish calendar.
What happened in
I'm sorry, you're right. Something did
Jerusalem
happen on October 6th. You know what October 6th happened? All the Arab terrorists were getting ready to go babies and women in Israel to go invade rock concerts, kibbutzes, and nurseries.
And where are they right? Where
and
are
go
those?
slit.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, and if you're skeleton today, I'm back again with another video from Charlie Kirk. So today, Jesus returned to debate Charlie Kirk. Oh my God! Even Jesus himself descended to debate him. So, guys, without further ado, let's get started.
Are you supposed to be Jesus? Is that your whole thing?
I am Jesus. Thank you,
That's awfully heretical, but okay.
Okay.
Well, I heard you kept saying my name, so I wanted to show up. You know, I'm busy trying to save the planet from this apocalypse going on. You know what I mean? Jesus hates Christ, but you can just call me Josh. All right, why don't you ask me the questions? I'm sure you have plenty of them.
Okay, what's the Hebrew word for father?
Man, let me tell you something. Abba.
I'm sorry?
Abba.
That's the Greek word for father.
Yeah, Greek, whatever. Point I'm trying to say is this, man.
You don't even make a good Jesus.
Whatever.
What language did Jesus speak?
Aramaic.
Okay, tell me one thing in
But you
Aramaic.
have to understand, man, I have to come here to speak to you now. You don't speak Aramaic, otherwise you and me would be speaking Aramaic.
Oh, okay,
I have to speak this kind of dumbed down stuff for you.
The enemy has come to lie, steal, cheat, and destroy. What did Jesus say?
I said love your neighbor.
Wrong.
And how is that working out, by the way?
The enemy has come to lie,
I'm pretty sure I said love your neighbor,
hold on a second. You're not even a good Jesus. It's one of the most.
And love
it's one
yourself.
of the most popular verses in the Bible. John 10:10. The enemy has come to
didn't
lie,
write the
steal, cheat, and
Bible.
destroy.
Who wrote that thing, anyways?
I have
did
come
not
to
write
give
the
life and
Bible.
life more abundantly. Okay, so you don't even know the scriptures, and you're pretending to be Jesus. But tell me why you're here.
I am Jesus, and I didn't write the scriptures. I lived them. And the
But you
main
can't
thing
even
I want
remember
to
what
tell
you
you
said?
is this: I said love your neighbor and love everybody. That's something that you guys really need to figure out.
Hold on a
And
second.
I know I got some of my fan club here.
Hold
with
on a
the-
second. Hold
First,
on. What are those two verses?
My name was
Love your
Yeshua. Let's
love your
skip
neighbor
it.
as yourself. Where is that in the Bible?
I don't know. I didn't write it.
Leviticus 19. Hold on.
I didn't write the Bible.
I thought you're Jesus.
I'm Jesus.
You know
it's
the Torah,
about
right?
me, not by me.
Hold on a second.
The point is this, my friend.
Jesus,
I said love
Jesus
your
was
neighbor and love everybody.
You're backpedaling so fast because you don't even know the Torah as a pretend Jesus.
I'm saying the same thing I was saying
Hold
the
on a
first
second.
time. You see, nobody believed me the first time I was here, and then you fucking crucified me. I was just trying to say this, man. Love everybody. Love your neighbor. Stop killing everybody.
But you don't even know the verse.
Genocides are bad. How about that? You want to put that in the Bible? You can add that as well.
So you want to talk about...
Stop killing people who are just sitting there. That would be probably
Are you trying to connect with Israel-Hamas? Is that your thing?
Pretty much the whole world at this point. We got a lot of issues. Kendrick, Drake, and what else is going on around here? Look,
okay, so
I will
wait,
say this: they not like us, and this is pretty obvious. But I will. Look, the point I'm trying to make to you. What was your name again? Charlie? Chadley?
I thought you're Jesus. You know everything,
Chadwick?
Man.
No, man, I'm too busy. I got an actual job to do.
Oh yeah, so you believe in a God who's too busy.
If I were like you, I'd be able to kind of sit here and pretend that
you're the worst
important.
Jesus I've ever seen.
I'm the only Jesus, and I will say this: I am the only one. Matter of fact, and I live in all of you, and thank you for making time for me. By the way, it's been a while. Look, I would say this: if you really are a fan of mine and you're in my fan club, just be a nicer person, man.
Well, where does it say to be nice in the Bible?
It's pretty much all over there. That was kind of the point.
What does the word nice mean in Latin?
The point I was trying to make.
It means ignoramus. Where does it say?
Love.
Wait, in the Can you tell me the Ten Commandments?
How about
Let's go through the 10 Commandments. Want to do it together? Since you're Jesus, let's go. Right. What are they?
Don't be an asshole. Number one.
Okay, hold on.
How about number 1 through 10? Don't be an asshole.
Wait, hold on.
No,
actually, that's not one of the 10 Commandments. I am the Lord that you delivered you from Egypt. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall have no other graven images. You shall never take the Lord's name in vain. You shall honor your mother and father, so may live long in the land in which you are in. You shall honor the Sabbath day and keep it holy. You shall not murder. You shall not steal. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not covet your neighbor's house.
We got a sinner go here. 1, 2, and 3. We got a
you
sinner
don't like the Decalogue because you don't know the Decalogue.
Give it up for the sinner, everybody. Give it up for the sinner, everybody. Good job.
Thank you for you are the worst Jesus. You don't know the 10 Commandments. You don't know anything. So thank you very much.
Okay, but you're a Christian, but you don't love people. No, so I don't think you're doing the job.
Hold on a second. I love all people. What do you think about the 1 million abortions that happen every single year in this country? Is that a genocide to you?
No, what's a genocide is what's going on in Palestine right now.
Hold on. Don't backpedal. You're the king of the world.
I'm not backpedaling. I'm right here in front of you.
Let's just have moral clarity. Do you think 1 million abortions a year is a genocide?
Let me ask you this. Do you think 15,000 children is a genocide?
No, it's not even close. It's a tragedy.
Oh, it's not
a genocide.
Even close.
Hold on, let's get our.
I think this guy doesn't know what a genocide is. What do you guys think?
A genocide is an intentional killing of people to exterminate them.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so
sounds like what's going on in Palestine right now.
Well, you mean it's an active war that Gaza started?
No, that's a genocide.
Let's take a step back.
Let's look at the apartheid that's been going on there since the 1940s. Or before that, when Zionism, which is a form of European settler colonialism, which I'm sure you're a big fan of.
How did this war start?
How did this war start?
Yes.
Well, do you want to take it all the way back to the early 1900s?
No. On October 6th,
we might as well take it back. Tell you what, I was there for a lot of wars. You know, when I was around, there was a war going on. There was an occupation going on. Matter of fact, when I was around, there was an occupation going on. Do you know who was occupying my home when I was around the first time?
No.
You mean like
the Romans?
The shoddy Seattle apartment that you grew up in when you played Jesus on the afternoon?
The Romans? You know who the Romans are, right? The people you wish you were descended from, but you're really not?
Okay, not even sure what you mean by that. I'm asking you a question. On October 6th, was Israel actively at war with Hamas?
On this day right now, what is going on in Rafah?
Hold on, just answer the question, man.
Why don't you answer that question?
I'm happy to. Israel is rightfully invading Rafah to go kill every last...
How is it rightfully?
Hold on, because I'm getting there. You have to answer the question. On October 6th, was Israel at war with Hamas?
I'm asking you a question. What's going on right now in Palestine?
I've answered the question, first of all.
No, I don't think you answered it correctly.
Not in Palestine. In Gaza, which is a strip south of Israel, Israel is rightfully invading Rafah to kill every last Hamas terrorist. Why? Because
that's not rightful when you kill a bunch of children.
You're not answering the question, so I'll answer it for you. You know what happened October 7th? A dress rehearsal to Holocaust 2.0 is what happened on October 7th.
Land. And what happened before that?
What happened on October 6th? And stop trying to justify.
What happened on October 6th?
On October 6th, nothing happened.
Oh, really?
You know what happened? It was the day before one of the most holy days on the Jewish calendar.
What happened in
I'm sorry, you're right. Something did
Jerusalem
happen on October 6th. You know what October 6th happened? All the Arab terrorists were getting ready to go kill babies and women in Israel to go invade rock concerts, kibbutzes, and nurseries and go slit little babies' throats.
Where are those Arab babies now?
Well, I'm sorry, Arab babies?
Yeah,
you mean the
where
Jewish
are they
babies?
at now? No, I'm talking about the Arab ones now.
Well, hold on. You're talking about
how many of them
civilians
died? How many of them died and are dying right now?
You mean civilians
that
have
there with your microphone on?
They brought it upon themselves, man.
I don't think so, and that's not something I support.
Well,
so I will say this in closing, because this guy is a buffoon and definitely not a fan of mine or has represented anything of mine. I will say this:
he doesn't even know the Ten Commandments.
The point I'm trying to say is to love everybody. That's it. Just stop killing everybody. Love everybody. Maybe you and me can get a kosher hot dog after this. I think it would be great. Love your neighbor and. They not like us. That's all I gotta say.
Love your neighbor as yourself. Leviticus 19, Deuteronomy 3-5. Hear, O Israel, I am the Lord your God. Love the Lord your God with their heart, soul, strength, and mind. He's Jesus, but not a very good one. Okay, let's get on up here. Who wants to come next? Yes. It's funny. These guys pretend to be Jesus walking around. They don't even know the Bible. It's hilarious. Yes.
Oh my God, it's indeed hilarious. I mean, first of all, let me emphasize this: love your neighbor as yourself. I mean, I loved it. Because even the Bible, it said the greatest commandment was to love your neighbor as yourself. Love exceeds all. So if anything, I agree with, our photocopy Jesus here. Love your neighbor as yourself. What he said was amazing. And anyway, I seriously love his sense of humor. You know, I never knew Jesus has this great sense of humor. Jesus, wow. We are blessed today because Jesus surprised us. Jesus came to visit us. But then this Jesus do not listen. This Jesus do not know that communication is a dialogue, not a monologue. You speak, I speak. You speak your mind, at least the person will respond what you said. Not all communication is now about only you talking. I think that lesson Jesus skipped this particular lesson, and which is a bad one. You know, I just love this debate. It was hilarious. It was ridiculous. It was actually fun to watch. You know, and I can't say it's a blasphemy because. Anyway, someone pretending to be who he is, or especially pretending to be Jesus, we will say, in our own mind, we will say he's trying to be a blasphemy, he's blasphemy. But I think we need to learn something from it. First of all, it is, it's just for the fun of it. If he's in this serious that he's Jesus, then I can say he's been a blasphemy here. But we are not looking at the blasphemy nature of this particular video. We are looking at how the video tells us, you know. First of all, We should love one another. People are dying. Honestly, people are actually dying. I'll not even go to where he was saying whatever Palestine, Israel. I'm just saying something in general. People are dying. So we should love ourselves. We should if we indeed we want Jesus to visit us and return to us, and we can have both our open arms open to him and go there. If indeed there is something after life, then I think we should love each other. People are dying, children are dying, so I think all this Hamas, Israel, Palestine thing, I think we should put an end to it. Whenever I get opportunity to say this, I always say we should everyone should drop the weapon. We should put an end to this. No matter how we keep on saying when it started, how it started. No matter how it started, when it started, why it started, it doesn't matter, because at the end it's just suffering. At the end it's just cry. At the end it's just lost, and at the end it's just death. So we shouldn't look at how it started, when it started, how is it going. No, we shouldn't look at that, because if we keep on looking at that, it wastes the little time we have to put an end to it. So the most important thing is we should all come together, have that one of the greatest commandments that exceed everything, the love in us, because with love there is obvious peace. With love there is obvious unity. We should see mankind as ourselves. We should see mankind as a neighbor, our family, our friends, and have love in our hearts. Because if there is love, as our Jesus said, if we have the love for our neighbor, if we have love for mankind, I think we would have ended this thing a long time ago. And I pray, we don't celebrate anniversary on this. I pray this stops before we celebrate anniversary of that. I pray this stop before we enter that October again. I pray this stop before we see the October again. So I just hope this thing ends very soon. And I think I find this video educative, aside it being ridiculous, being not really like ridiculous. Aside this video being funny and hilarious, I still find something at the end. I find that love exceeded all. Even though our copy of Jesus wasn't able to quote the love your neighbor in the Bible, but at least the most important thing is love your neighbor as yourself. Because if you do love your neighbor, if you do love mankind, you'll not just sit and be planning massacre to other this thing. So I think our Jesus here was a little learned Jesus. He didn't knew his facts very well. Let me put it that way, first of all. And he didn't really know his Bible. The Bible that he said he wasn't who wrote the Bible. The Bible was written, I don't know, by him, or I don't know. But he has little knowledge with the Bible, and he has little knowledge and facts in the world too. But I think the most important thing we need to learn from here is the love for mankind, is the love for humanity, and the love for our neighbor, love for one another. So that we will, at the end of it, peace will be our fountain. Let me know what you think about this video. You think, anyway, sorry for the monologue, sorry for the communication. The communication was so bad. Charlie was talking, Jesus was talking, we couldn't find who to listen. But I'm so glad at the end we find something meaningful in it. Whether you didn't agree with each other, but because personally I didn't really agree with certain things, but the only thing I do agree, and the only thing I want you to agree, is the love for our neighbor, the love for humanity. Because I know the end product of love, the end product of love is peace. Because if you have the love there is obvious peace in the world. So if you didn't agree with anything in this debate, just take that, and I'm sure it will make you it will make you and I better person. Let me know what you think about this video. If you want me to check more of this, so let me know in the comment section. If you have any recommendation or short suggestion, my comment section is open for you. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to click on the subscription button for more notifications. Thanks for watching.